Hey, my name is Rusty Corhonen and I've got a story for you. When I was really young, we moved from Canada to a small town in Michigan. And I remember feeling kind of unsettled playing by myself in the bedroom. It was a new place. I just didn't feel comfortable yet. So I spent a lot of time just hanging out around my mom. I know it had to be driving her nuts. As a parent now, of course. Another thing about that time, I loved M&Ms. Gotta be honest, I loved Smarties. Those chocolate, they're like M&Ms, they're chocolate from Canada. They're the best. M&Ms are a close second. So my mom said, hey, you want some M&Ms? Hey, if M&Ms are part of the deal, absolutely. So yeah, she said, I want to teach you a magic trick. Here's the M&Ms. We're gonna open the fridge, put those M&Ms on the top shelf. I'm gonna teach you the magic words and they're gonna magically move to the bottom shelf. She said, you have to get the magic words right. She says, she got real serious. She goes, Eeboo-lele, hit him in the head with a big shillelagh. I said, what's a shillelagh? She said, it's an Irish walking stick, but that doesn't matter. You gotta say the words right. I said, all right. I tried it. She said, no, that's all wrong. Take the M&Ms out. Open the door again, put them on the top shelf. Now concentrate. Close the door. I got real serious. Eeboo-lele, hit him in the head with a big shillelagh. She says, great. Go play now. For 20 minutes, when you come back, they will have moved from the top shelf to the bottom. I said, you're kidding me. She goes, no, just go ahead and go play, but it's gotta be 20 minutes. All right, so I went and played. I come back. I don't know if it was 20 minutes or not, but I come back. I said, can I open the fridge? She goes, yep, go ahead. So I opened them up. They had moved from the top shelf to the bottom. I said, can I do it again? She said, absolutely. Say the words right though. So I take them, I put them on the top shelf, shut the door. This time she didn't have to teach me. I said, Eeboo-lele, hit him in the head with a big shillelagh. She said, now go play. I came back. Can I open the fridge? She goes, yep. I opened the fridge. They moved again. So I'm starting thinking, I got some kind of gift here. I know how to do magic. We did that all day. The older I get, the more I appreciate my mother's wisdom and especially her dry sense of humor. Well, she got that sense of humor from her dad. My Grandpa Little was very well educated, like my mom. She was an educator, like my grandpa, and he had a great dry sense of humor. He was born in 1905. That's when Teddy Roosevelt was newly elected president, just to put it in some perspective. Well, I asked him one time, after I graduated from college, what invention had the biggest impact on American lives, and without hesitating, he said the internal combustion engine. He was always appreciative and fascinated by gasoline-powered engines. I mean, tractors and automobiles and trains, but that's another story. He loved to drive. I can picture him with a fedora hat driving a Model T Ford, although I'd never seen him in a Model T. He wasn't a car nut, but he loved to drive. I think he loved the freedom of it. Well, my mom had heard of a reunion, a town reunion, in an Upper Peninsula town in Michigan. And that's where my grandfather was a teacher. That's where he met my grandmother. That's where my mother was born. She noticed that he was a little uncomfortable. She pretty soon figured out why. He couldn't see very well. And he didn't want to offend people. He was a very proper man. And he'd meet people and he'd have to squint and look real close. And once he recognized them, oh, they caught up. And he actually had a wonderful time. When they returned, my mother set up a doctor's appointment. And sure enough, he had cataracts and he needed surgery. So she booked the appointment, and I remember it was a production because he lived 2 hours away. He had to stay with us for a couple of weeks while he recovered, and my mom was worried about it. Well, he had the surgery, no issues. My mom wheels him out to the car, gets him in the car, and he's wearing those really thick, huge sunglasses they give you. Well, the ride home, he's not acting normal. He's looking out the window, and he's looking around and looking out the window, and I'm sure he was fascinated that he could see a lot better. But he's looking out and she goes, what's the matter? He turns to her and he says, "Joanne, when did they paint all these lines on the roads?" My mom said, "What?" He said, "I'm just kidding." The older I get, the more I appreciate his wisdom and sense of humor. However, he never messed with me when I was a kid. If you enjoyed this story, please check out the other ones I've got listed on the end screen, and check out my channel. I've got quite a few stories there. Please hit the like and subscribe button. My name's Rusty Korhonen, and I hope you have a fantastic day.